everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are.
Witches of England, you're a disgrace! Stupid witches of England. I'm a witch. There you go. Welcome to the Big Blackpool Quiz, everyone. I said I'd dress up because this week's theme is spooky season. Because, you know, it's Halloween this week. So I decided to dress up like a witch. But not just any witch. Can anyone tell me who I'm playing homage to? Let me turn the light on. Nope, not that one. There we go. Does anyone know who I'm playing homage to? What if I go like this? I think this is a really good impression. Let me just move the mic a little bit closer. In the trailer, this person, like, she like has like a jaw like dislocates. You getting it yet? Is anyone getting it yet? Do I just look like a fool? Probably. Anyway, I'm playing homage to Anne Hathaway. Yes, I've been going on about this film for quite a few weeks. I've been quite shady about it. Not that I'm bothered, I'm probably still not going to watch it. Look at me, just tipping my witch hat. But Anne Hathaway is playing the Grand High Witch in The Witches, the new updated version of The Witches film. My favourite is the one where Angelica Huston plays the Grand High Witch. But they're doing one with Anne Hathaway, and while I don't think it looks as good, you know, I'm willing to pay homage. So that's who I'm dressed as today, if you couldn't tell. I hope you're all dressed up at home as well. Yeah, Halloween, it's certainly going to be a different one this year. We're not going trick-or-treating. Well, I think I'm a little bit too old to go trick-or-treating anyway, but you guys won't be going trick-or-treating. We'll all be staying at home, isolating with one another. But hopefully you might have got dressed up for the quiz tonight, and you might be like representing at home watching the quiz. So why don't you take a picture, follow us on social media, and send us your photo via social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Snapchat. So yeah, go ahead and send us your photos. I should really put on my headphones, but I don't know how. Wait, let's see. Can I do this? There we go. Does that work? There we go. That works. We might lose the hat eventually. There we go. That works. Yeah, welcome back to the quiz. We're on our 21st quiz this week, the Big Blackpool Quiz. And as I said, the theme this week is spooky season. So, yes, Halloween this week. Hello. I don't think I've said hello to you all yet. Hello! If you're from Blackpool, give me a wave! I can't see you, but hopefully you waved at home. And if you're watching from further away, welcome to the Big Blackpool Quiz. Each week, I host one of these on Wednesday at 8 p.m. and currently I'm pre-recording them so that they go out on time. So today, technically for me, it's Tuesday, but for you at home, it is Wednesday. And the live stream started at 1:45, and we're going to carry on talking until about 8 o'clock-ish. I have forgot to set a timer, so I'm just going to imagine 10 minutes in my head because I know I've got 10 minutes to talk. If you don't know who I am, and obviously you can't tell by the makeup because it's just so amazing, my name is Callum Morley. I am the Student Engagement Coordinator of the college and a professional clown. With no shame. Absolutely no shame. I love Halloween. Halloween is one of my favourite times of the year. I think it's better than Christmas. Although Christmas you get presents, Halloween you just get to dress up. But yeah, no plans for this year's Halloween. I might just sit in bed and watch horror films all day Saturday. Why don't you let me know your Halloween plans? Maybe give me a few ideas down in the comment section below. If you are a student at B&FC, I will give you something to do on Devil's Night, which is Friday, the 30th of October. We are officially launching, well, 2 of our English literature degree students are launching the Blackpool Horror Society. Blackpool Horror Society. It run on Devil's Night the 30th of October for 2 hours between 7 and 9 p.m. And what their aim is appreciating horror, but not just that. These are 2, I would say, experts in the field of horror writing horror stories, and they wanted to set up this club and society for people to come and join and learn how to write horror, or short stories, or poetry, or works of art around horror. So if that sounds like something for you, then you can head over to our enrichment hub on www.studentsunion.blackpool.co.uk. I almost messed up there. Click on the enrichment hub and you can book your place on Blackpool Horror Society right now. I think I'm going to be going. I'm quite excited by it. I love horror and I'd love to be able to write horror. But saying that, the funny thing is I've never really read horror novels. The first one that I ever read was Carrie by Stephen King. But yeah, I want to write horror. I think I'd be good at it. Clearly, I mean, have you seen my face? This is horrific. Anyway, welcome to the Big Blackpool Quiz. If you're joining us for the first time, where did the Big Blackpool Quiz start? Well, it started off as we all went into lockdown. We saw communities coming together and we wanted to promote them stories, so we created the Show Kindness campaign. After the Show Kindness campaign, we created the Show Kindness Hub, which was filled with enrichment activities for our students, members of the public, to do from home, because, you know, we were all in lockdown. We were all thinking, oh, what are we going to do this week? Maybe if I turn this light on, does this do anything? Oh, there we go. We have a little bit more light on my face now. My lips are a little bit skew with. Oh, well. So yeah, the show kind of soap, it was filled with lots of enrichment activities and still is. It's still on our website if you want to go over and you want to see things that you can do at home, our suggestions from us to you. You can go over to our website, link down there, click on the enrichment hub, or on our homepage it should say the show kindness hub. You can click on there and have a look through. There's things like cooking, learn how to do British Sign Language, learning an instrument, fitness. I'm really into my fitness right now. I love that journey for me. That's what I'm doing. Being a big fitness queen. Waking up at 6 a.m. every morning. So yeah, it's not as fun as it sounds. But you know, necessary to all of us to carry on moving. Because while we might be at home, it is important that we keep our physical energy up. Which helps our mental energy. And so whether you don't like playing sport or football or anything like that, why not go on YouTube and just like find a fitness video that you can do at home. Fitness doesn't have to be boring. It can be fun. It's just about what is fun to you. So yes. That was a show kind of hope and me going on a little bit of a drift there. After the show kind of hope, we asked our students what can we do further as an enrichment activity for students to get involved in during the week, and they asked for a quiz. So here I am, 21 episodes in, doing the Big Blackpool Quiz and slowly losing it, as you can see. I mean, I'm sat in my bedroom right now in like this makeup in a witch's hat, so I'm losing it. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. And look, I've even got false eyelashes on. I've went full Anna Hathaway today, I have to tell you. I mean, I wish I did have blonde hair, and she doesn't wear the witch's hat. She wears like 1920s, maybe 1960s, I don't know, periodic clothing, but she looks absolutely amazing in the film. It's a shame the film doesn't look amazing. Ooh, shady queen. Dressed up like Anne Hathaway and shading her right here live on YouTube. Anyway, this quiz is all based around spooky things. So Halloween quiz, you can already guess what the questions are going to be around. Quite spooky, nothing too scary, nothing too serious. And there's questions here for everyone of all different ages. So anyone can get involved. Get your family involved. Why not call them up on Facebook? Messenger or Skype or Zoom or Microsoft Teams, because I know that's a big one that we're using here at college. Why not call them on Microsoft Teams, create a group and compete against one another or compete together to help get better scores. I don't think this week's quiz is particularly hard. I think there's, as I say, there's questions here for everyone. I've got I've got an announcement at the end of the quiz that you won't find out till after the answers, about a little bit of a change to the quiz. I think it's necessary to change from time to time, and I'm not afraid to change. So starting next week, there'll be a little bit of a change in the quiz, but I'll go into more details about that at the end of the quiz. Don't forget that this quiz, you can support us, support NHS charities together by going to our website, just down here, clicking on the BB Quiz tab on the homepage and donating to our Just Giving page, which is going to NHS Charities Together, the COVID-19 Relief Fund. So if you can donate, please do go donate. Again, at our website, BB Quiz tab, there's a button on there that'll take you over to our Just Giving page where you can donate. You can also... No, I'm not going to say that. This is going well. If we do run into any technical difficulties, well, it doesn't really matter because this is pre-recorded, so I'll just cut it out. You'll never know. Unless it's funny. The funny ones stay in. I mean, it wasn't last week, it was the week before that I actually gave you guys the answers to one of the quizzes. So, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. But if it does, you know, it's not the end of the world and you get 3 points. I'm going to make the background behind me green. It's quite spooky. Because I think that we're ready to start the quiz. Or in fact, I should tell you the rules. Grab a piece of pen and paper. I'll go through the quiz. There's 50 questions, 50 points up for grabs in the quiz. And then there's a 5-point bonus question at the end. I'll read the question twice. Then I'll give you 15 seconds to answer. You write the answer down. And then... once we've run through all 51 questions, we'll have a 5-minute break. Then I'll be back with the answers. Don't Google any of the answers. At the end of the day, you'll only be cheating yourself. So don't Google any of the answers. Play on your own or against others. I've always said Why not dial your nana up on Facebook? Get your nana involved. I'm sure she'll love to see me dressed like this. I keep trying to do like the dislocated thing she does with her drawing trail. And I know it's CGI, so I won't be fully able to do it. But, you know. That's the best as it's going to get. Everyone's like, I haven't seen the trailer, Callum. You just look like a weirdo. Oh, well. We all knew that. Oh, and there's no prizes for this quiz. This is just good old-fashioned fun. So yeah, enjoy yourselves. Kick back. Let everything go. Let's have an amazing 21st episode of the quiz. And yeah, shall we get on with it? 50 questions. Let me scoot myself on over here. There I am. Looks quite stylish now that I've got a light in front of me and green light behind me. The green light just hits the hat in the right way. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? You're like, Callum, let's just get on with the quiz. Alright. Oh. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my microphone. It's over here today. I'm hoping that you can all hear me. If you can't, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I don't know your life. Anyway, here we are. Grab your pens and paper. Let's go on with round one. Oh. And round one this week is general knowledge. Yes, general knowledge all around spooky season. Are we ready? As I said, I'll read the questions twice. You'll have 15 seconds to answer. Here we are with question one. In fact, sorry. Here we are with question one. I need my glasses to read. In the film adaptation of Roald Dahl's The Witches, Angelica Huston's Grand High Witch plans to turn the children into what? In the film adaptation of Roald Dahl's The Witches, Angelica Huston, Grand High Witch, plans to turn children into what? 15 seconds on the clock. I'm just going to gather the quiz questions. In fact, no, I think I've got them up here. No, I haven't. Here we go. I'm just going to gather them onto my phone so I know where we are in the quiz. Question 2. What is the name of the youngest Baldur child in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events? What is the name of the youngest Baldur child in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events? 15 seconds on the clock. I've never actually read those books, but I remember having them as like a kid. And like loving them. Like loving like the art on the books. So I remember I had them all, but then I never read them. There you go. There's a story for you. Question 3. The Goosebumps series, books that I have read, of books has spooked readers since release back in 1992. Name the author who created them. The Goosebumps series of books has spooked readers since its release back in 1992. Name the author who created them. 15 seconds on the clock. Do you know? I remember the one that I really, really didn't like. What was it called? The Thing Underneath the Sink. Something about being underneath the sink. I didn't like that Goosebumps book. I thought it was terrible. But my favourite Goosebumps villain was Night of the Living Dummy. A lot of you will have no idea what I'm talking about, but Night of the Living Dummy, that shook me up. Absolutely shook me up as a kid. Anyway, question 4. What supernatural power does Carrie possess in Stephen King's blood-soaked novel of the same title? What supernatural power does Carrie possess in Stephen King's blood-soaked novel of the same title? 15 seconds on the clock. Do you know? I have to say, when I was determining what makeup to wear today, I've tried so many different things today. You've absolutely no idea. This is the third face that I've done. So, yeah. Let's go on with question 5. Which science fiction horror series from Netflix is set in the fictional town of Hawkins? Which science fiction horror series from Netflix is set in the fictional town of Hawkins? So yeah, first I tried to do doll makeup and it was going well, then it wasn't going well. Then I tried to do half face of like normal and skeleton. And first it was going well, then it wasn't going well. And then I ended up with this. The best one of the lot. And you know what? I'm enjoying it because I'm feeling my full Anne Hathaway fantasy. And I haven't even got a cup of tea to enjoy today. Question 6. In 1982 horror film, did Carol Ann... Sorry, I'll start again. In which 1982 horror film did Carol Ann start talking to the television set? In 1982 horror film... In which 1982 horror film did Carol Ann start talking to the television set? 15 seconds on the clock. In which 1982 horror film did Carol Ann start talking to the television set? Jesus. See false eyelashes. Sorry, I can't see. Try my best to do better now. Question 7. In Hocus Pocus, which Sanderson sister did Kathy Najimy play? Sorry, I probably really butchered that second name. In Hocus Pocus, which Sanderson sister did Kathy Najimy play? 15 seconds on the clock. Do 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 do. Question 8. What is the name of the fourth and final novel in the Twilight Saga? What is the name of the fourth and final novel in the Twilight Saga? Now there is a new book, it's a 5th book, called Midnight Sun, and that's from the perspective of Edward Cullen. The reason why I'm looking up there is because I do have it. Now don't judge me for reading the Twilight books. I've read them all. I'm going to read Edward's perspective someday. I'm still going through the Hunger Games series so I can get to the new Hunger Games book. The nostalgia of them bringing out new books of a previous saga that you've already read. Beautiful. Name the singer and actress that plays Mavis in Hotel Transylvania. Name the singer and actress that plays Mavis in Hotel Transylvania. Right, after all that, I finally got the questions up. See, I am a professional, really. I just keep getting glimpses of myself. I'm like, God, you are ridiculous. Question 10. Where is Transylvania? Question 10. Where is Transylvania? If you said to me, Callum, where do you see yourself in like 10 years' time? Like 10 years ago? I don't think I'd be able to tell you it was this. Anyway, round 2. And round 2 is Picture Round. Guess the TV movie. It's Witches and Wizards. I'm going to show you some pictures of some witches and wizards. You just need to name the TV or the movie. Simple. So here we are with Picture 1. And we have 15 seconds on the clock. Which TV show or movie are these witches from, please? And the next one? I keep pulling weird faces, and I don't know if it's the same for everyone else. If you ever do like weird makeup or Halloween makeup, that you just need to like pull like every different facial feature. What's it called? Like, you just need to pull faces in all of them. So I'll just keep that like. I mean, it doesn't help the situation. I still look weird, so can't get any worse. And we're on to our 4th one. Which TV show or movie is this wizard sorcerer from? And this next one. Which TV show / movie is this sea witch from? Oh, there was a little clue for you. Do you know? I know. But I came up with the quiz. And I almost said something. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I gave you the name of the character. It's what TV show / movie is it from? But I'm not going to tell you what the character is. I'll tell you in the answers, maybe. You don't get extra points for guessing the character. And the next one. Oh, there she is, my favourite. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at her. Stunning. Gorgeous. Never been done before. Glowing. Transcendent. Amazing. I could go on for days about this particular witch, but hopefully you've guessed what TV movie it's from. I've been going on about it for the last few weeks. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's an amazing film. And technically, is it classed as a horror? I mean, maybe children's horror. Soft horror, maybe. I mean, it scared me as a kid, but I loved it. This next one, this second to last, I believe. What TV show / movie is this one? Look like I'm like in one of them like bootleg music videos. Like I should break into song. I don't know a witchy song, sorry. 15 seconds on the clock. What movie / TV show is this? Witch or Wizard from Plage? And the next round is going to be, well, it's everyone's favourite, because what is it? It is Emoji Round! Horror edition. So these are all horror movies. Not... I don't think any of them are like childish or like younger horror movies. So this one's for the adults. But hopefully you will guess them at home. I'll show you some emojis. You just need to guess the movie. Simple. Tell me the title of the movie from the emojis. Here we are with number 1. And you have 15 seconds on the clock. Usually I'll give you 20 seconds, but I'm not feeling that generous because it's spooky season. do. And the second one, that's just one emoji. I mean, you should be able to guess it from now. This is where everyone's going to be pausing me now to guess what the movies are. I know you at home. I mean, hopefully you play in real time, but I know some of you will be pausing me trying to figure these out. I think this one's a little bit hard. Maybe not. And maybe it's a bit simple. It's convoluted, I'll give you that much. And number 4. I have used this one before. If you've watched some of my previous quizzes, which you can go and do, we have a playlist on our YouTube channel where you can go watch all of the quizzes since the beginning back in, I don't know, June, July. Can't even remember when we started the quiz. But yeah, there is a playlist if you want to go and watch any of the quizzes that you might have missed out on. Or if you're new, you know, there's plenty more quizzes to go. So go watch them. We've had some celebrities appear on some as well. A certain Britain's Got Talent star from this year has appeared on one of our quizzes. And the next one. I think this one's really clever. And some of you might get it at home. Some of you might. No, hopefully all of you are getting it at home. But I thought I was very clever, but maybe not. But we'll see. In the answers. I'll just keep swinging. I've got a new setup. Sorry, emoji number 7. I've got a new setup here, so I've actually got office space. Like, I've got a little corner desk. I've got an executive chair that I can swing in. It's great. Going up in the world. You can tell you're getting older when you get excited about new furniture. Number 8. Yes, I am excited about new furniture. Makes me sound very, very sad, doesn't it? But we've only got 2 more to go, so here we are. 15 seconds on the clock. Hopefully you've been getting some of these emojis like that. I don't think any of them are particularly hard. As I said, I've tried to keep this one more fun. Some questions you have to think about, but more fun and a little bit easier. That's what I've tried to do this week. And the last one of the emoji round So hopefully you guys at home are getting all of these right. But if not, it doesn't matter. As I said at the beginning of this quiz, it's just for fun. I have fun putting them together, and hopefully you have fun doing them at home. So here we are with round number 4, which is a picture round celeb Halloween costume edition. I'm going to show you some famous celebrities in their Halloween costumes from previous years, and all you have to tell me is the name of the celebrity. Simple. Are we ready? Here we are. 15 seconds on the clock. Who is this celebrity, please? Got a guitar. As I said, I don't think this is particularly difficult. And the next one. I think you really have to like focusing on the face for this one. But who is the celebrity? I have put a photo of myself in here somewhere, so you know, I am a famous face now. I am the face of the Big Blackpool Quiz. So I think it's only fair to give me that status by putting a photo of myself in here. I'm joking, by the way. I'm not that narcissistic. Little bit, not a lot of it. Anyway, here we are with number 4. Who is this celebrity, please? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And this next one. Believe it or not, this costume is a unicorn. Well, you know, some of us are that rich we don't even have to know what a unicorn looks like, do we? The shade. 15 seconds on the clock. Who is this celebrity, please? Don't know what it is. I've put on a witch's hat and a little bit of makeup, and I've turned into really shady witch. She's a shady witch today. And then next one. Who is this celebrity, please? Do 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 do. Oh. And this next one. We're coming to the end of the celebrity. There's a lot of female celebrities, but I was looking through so many Halloween photos, and you know, usually it's the females that go all out. And go out they do. These costumes are amazing. This next one. Who is this celebrity, please? I love people who go out on Halloween. All out on Halloween. And it's mainly in America that they all go out of their way with their costumes. I want to decorate my house. Just Halloween all year. Even on Christmas. You can still bring me presents, but we'll be celebrating Halloween and Christmas. I believe this is the last one. Who is this celebrity, please? Dressed as Jessica Rabbit. And here we are with the last round, round 5. After this round, I'll give you the bonus question, and then we'll have a 5-minute break, and we'll come back with the answers. So here we are, round 5, ultra general knowledge, and the first 2 questions are evil. So, as I say, you don't have to play by my rules, but I like it if you do. So the first 3 questions are evil mode. You'll recognise it because they'll have the little devil face on it. What that means is if you guess on the question and you guess wrong, you lose 5 points. Yes. So it's only the first 3 questions. So if you don't know, don't guess. But if you guess and you guess it wrong, you lose 5 points. I won't know, obviously, at home. But I try and make these quizzes fun. So hopefully you are playing by my rules. But it's only the first 2 questions. After that, you can guess to your heart's content. So here we are with number 1. Question 1. In the Friends episode, the one with the Halloween party, what memorable but not particularly spooky costume did Chandler wear? In the Friends episode The One with the Halloween Party, what memorable but not particularly spooky costume did Chandler wear? 15 seconds on the clock. Remember, it is evil mode. If you guess and you guess wrong, you lose 5 points. Ooh. The power of the evil devil. I'm losing it. Question 2. Ryan Murphy's unsettling Netflix series Ratchet, starring Sarah Paulson, is inspired by which classic 1962 novel? Ryan Murphy's unsettling Netflix series Ratchet, starring Sarah Paulson, is inspired by which classic 1962 novel? 15 seconds on the clock. I might start watching that tonight, you know. I've really wanted to watch it since it's come out because I've heard great things, but I just haven't got round to it yet. I've only just finished Pose. If you've never watched Pose, thoroughly recommend it. Cried my eyes out. Love a good cry. Love a good Netflix cry. So I do recommend that. But yeah, I think I'll start watching Ratchet tonight. Not that you needed to know that, but there we are. Question 3. Which actor played the role of Hannibal Lecter on screen before Anthony Hopkins made it his own? Which actor played the role of Hannibal Lecter on screen before Anthony Hopkins made it his own? 15 seconds on the clock. Remember, this is evil mode. If you guess and you guess wrong, you'll lose 5 points. I should have switched the music to Halloween music. Damn. Missed out on a trick there. Anyway, we're going to switch evil mode off. All the rest of the questions, you will not lose 5 points. Just take a guess. So question 4. What vegetable was originally carved to create a jack-o'-lantern before the pumpkin became the Halloween vegetable of choice? What vegetable was originally carved to create a jack-o'-lantern before the pumpkin became the Halloween vegetable of choice? 15 seconds on the clock. Oh. Ladies, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say, these false eyelashes are itching the side of my eye. Alright. Question 5. Ladies and gentlemen, you might wear false eyelashes. I'm a gentleman and I'm wearing false eyelashes. So, universal. Eyelashes for everyone. On which historical figure was Bram Stoker's Dracula said to have been based? On which historical figure was Bram Stoker's Dracula said to have been based? 15 seconds on the clock. Some of these questions I feel weren't worded correctly. Or poorly worded. This one included. Question 6. Which famous magician died on Halloween? Which famous magician died on Halloween? What a way to go. I imagine that Halloween is like the best season for magicians. I wanted to do magician. Can everyone, you know Stephen from Britain's Got Talent, that presenter Stephen? Not Ant and Dec, the other one that they pretend to hate. He used to do this magician thing and on TV. And you could subscribe to receive like this magic parcel through the box. Anyway, I did. There we go. Another story for you. Question 7. Useless facts about Callum. Should make a bingo card. Each week, you just cross off like things that I usually bring up. The first person to get them all wins nothing. Question 7. What is the name of Hufflepuff's house's patron ghost? Jeez, try and say that 10 times over. What is the name of Hufflepuff house's patron ghost? 15 seconds on the clock. What's the ghost? What's the patron ghost's name from Hufflepuff? Do you know? Should know if you're a Harry Potter fan. Maybe I should just dressed up as Harry Potter. You know, I had several things I was going to dress up as today. I was going to do the whole... Sorry, we'll do the next question first. Name the band that sang Pet Sematary, which originally belonged to the 1989 cult classic film of the same title. Name the band that sang Pet Sematary, which originally belonged to the 1989 cult classic film of the same title. 15 seconds on the clock. So originally, I was just going to dress up normally and do the whole Wednesday Addams thing of I'm dressed up like a psychopath because we all look the same. or they look the same, they look like everybody else. But then I thought that'd be a massive cop-out. So I didn't do that. I dressed up like this instead. Question 9. What lyric comes next in Shakira's supernatural hit, There's a She-Wolf in the Closet? What lyric comes next in Shakira's supernatural hit, There's a She-Wolf in the Closet? Finish the lyric, or what is the next lyric, I should say. I don't even think I've heard this song. Maybe I have, I just can't recall. Anyway, we'll get on with question 10. What year was Rockwell's paranoid classic Somebody's Watching Me released? What year was Rockwell's paranoid classic Somebody's Watching Me released? 15 seconds on the clock. That must be the one. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I feel like I just went to like several different scales there. Pick a key. Stay in it, Callum. Never! Anyway, slightly going crazy in this episode. That is the end of round 5. We're here with the bonus question. The bonus question this week... What's happening with my hair over here? I need a break. I need to go readjust. The bonus question this week is unscramble this anagram and find out the theme to next week's quiz. Emoting forever honeys. Emoting forever honeys. Write down the... those letters. You need to unscramble them. There's 3 words there for next week's theme. So yeah, write them down. You can sort it out in the break. Try and work it all out. We'll be back in 5 minutes. In that time, why don't you head over to our website, donate to NHS Charities Together. So yeah, www.studentsunionblackpool.co.uk. Click on the BB quiz tab. There is a button on there where you can go to our Just Giving page and donate to NHS Charities Together, the COVID-19 Relief Fund. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Go grab yourself a drink. Go grab yourself a snack. Maybe, I don't know. Usually I give you all like things to do. Like if you're in a group, why don't you tell each other what scares you? Yes. Your biggest... What scares you the most? Mine's spiders. I feel like mine is like natural. Like a lot of people are afraid of spiders. I had a friend. I didn't have a friend. I have a friend that is afraid of tomato ketchup. So every time like we went to Wetherspoons or to a pub, like I'm so considerate. Because I am a big ketchup lover, I'd like mask my plate with a menu and put a menu in between us so she couldn't see the bottle of ketchup or the ketchup that was on my plate. But yeah, again, useless information about me. I have a friend who's afraid of ketchup. What are you scared of? Why don't you let me know in the comments and let the people around you know what you're most scared of, so that they can exploit that and scare you in the middle of the night. Anyway, I'll be back in 5 minutes with the answers. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you very soon.
everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Big Blackpool Quiz Spooky Edition. I'm your host, Callum Morley. I mean, hopefully you've done the actual quiz. You're not just joining us right now because we're about to go into the answers, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Yes, welcome back to the Big Blackpool Quiz, our 21st episode, spooky season. I think I want to give a shout out just in case you missed the intro. We are launching our first Blackpool Horror Society on the 30th of October, which is this Friday, between 7 and 9 p.m. The Blackpool Horror Society will be meeting via Microsoft Teams, and it's going to be run by 2 English literature students, degree level students, who are wanting to teach people how to write horror. That could be short stories, a book, poetry, maybe do some horror art. They want to help you write them and get published as well. So yes, if you do want to join, head over to our website, www.studentsunionblackpool.co.uk, click on the Enrichment Hub, and if you go down, there is a calendar there, and you can click the Blackpool Horror Society, sign up, and we will add you to the Microsoft team, so on Friday you can join us for the spooky season. For the Blackpool Horror Society. 7 till 9. I'm going to be going because I love horror. So if you want to get involved, make sure that you go sign up today after the quiz. So yes. Welcome back to the quiz. I can't believe we're 21 episodes in. And I say this every week. Like, I can't believe, like, there's, like, time continues after, like, 1 week to the next. But I really can't believe we're on 21 episodes. And you guys are still enjoying it and coming back each week to come and enjoy the quizzes. So thank you so much. I hope this is bringing a bit of light to your day. What did you discuss in the break? Did you say what you're most afraid of? As I said, I'm most afraid of spiders. But any insect, really. I just don't like insects. But that's okay. I mean, I know that they're necessary. I know spiders are necessary. But you know what's not necessary? Them being in my bedroom. Like, no. Don't come into my bedroom. This is my private space. Have anywhere else in the house. Just not like in Australia where they hide underneath the toilet seats, apparently. That's another big phobia. Toilet seat spiders or snakes in toilets. Right, I'm so sorry if people are listening and this has started to creep people out. I'm going to stop. Shall we get on with the answers? We shall. Grab your pen and paper. As I said at the start of the quiz, there's going to be an adjustment to the quiz and I'll be telling you the adjustment at the end of today's quiz. So yes, grab your pens and papers. Let's get through the answers of this week's quiz. Spooky season. Here we go. The answers. I do need my glasses because I cannot read without them. I'm getting older, and as I get older, there's less that I can see without my glasses on. And I'm only 24, so here we go. Hopefully there's another 50 years in me. And another 50 years in my eyes. Round 1, general knowledge. Here we are with question 1. In the film adaptation of Roald Dahl's The Witches, Angelica Huston's Grand High Witch plans to turn children into what? Do you know? If you don't know, go and watch the movie, the original, not the new one, because you have to pay $14.99 for that, and that's way more expensive than the cinema. Although, you know, if you are a family, I suppose you'd be paying less to watch it at home. But me, singleton watching it on his own, I'm not paying $14.99 to watch it from home. I'll wait until it's a bit cheaper. But yeah, go and watch the original with Angelica Huston. Absolutely amazing film. Can't go on about it enough. But the answer to this one is mice. We're only on question 1. I'm already gone off on a tangent. Anyway, question 2. What is the name of the youngest Baudelaire child in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events? His name is Sonny. Question 3. The Goosebumps series of books has spooked readers since its release back in 1992. Name the author who created them. The author's name is R.L. Stine. If you got R.L. Stine, then give yourself a point. They've actually made Goosebumps, like, it was a Goosebumps TV series. That creeped me out. I read the books. They creeped me out. I love them. I say I've never read horror. I suppose reading Goosebumps is horror. But then they made movies, and I think Jack Black was in it. I think they made 2. I think I watched the first one. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to recommend that. Question 4. What supernatural power does Carrie possess in Stephen King's blood-soaked novel of the same title? Telekinesis. That is the power to move things with your mind. There we are. Question 5. Which science fiction horror series from Netflix is set in the fictional town of Hawkins? And it's Stranger Things. We all know Stranger Things, one of the most popular Netflix series. Although, you know, some of the most popular Netflix series keep getting cancelled, and I'm a little bit sick of it, to be honest. But this is not the place to talk about it. So let's move on. Question 6. In which 1982 horror film did Carol Ann start talking to the television set? It was Poltergeist. If you've never watched Poltergeist, good horror film. It's quite old. But yeah, quite good. Question 7. In Hocus Pocus, which Sanderson sister did Kathy Najimy play? And she played Mary. Oh, the one with the lips like this. She doesn't talk like this. She's got like black hair. It's kind of like my hat. Her hair, I mean, it's a bit skewy. Maybe like that. Her hair goes like that. But yeah, she played Mary. Hopefully, you know, all these questions and the answers are giving you like inspiration of what to watch for Halloween. There's loads of children's movies here. There's some adult horror movies as well. So hopefully, when it's Halloween on Saturday, you've got a list built up from this quiz that you can go ahead and watch. I know I'll be doing that. Question 8. What is the name of the fourth and final novel in the Twilight Saga? It is Breaking Dawn. Got Breaking Dawn? Give yourself a point. Question 9. Name the singer and actress that plays Mavis in Hotel Transylvania. It is Selena Gomez. And question 10. Where is Transylvania? Transylvania is in Romania. If you got Romania, give yourself a point. That is the end of this round. Tally up your scores. We'll be moving on to round 2 shortly. I think I've just pulled my neck. Oh. Getting old. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. I'm so sorry if you did. That was my neck. I'm okay. Sometimes it just needs to click. Not the other way though. Sorry if you heard that. That was gross. Round 2. Picture round, guess the TV movie or TV/movie. I showed you a load of photos of famous witches and wizards from TV/movies. You just need to tell me the name of the TV show/movie. So, this one. Winifred. No, Mary. Mary's on the left-hand side. You know the question earlier? Well, this, obviously, is Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus. Wow, such a good... Not a horror film. It's not a horror film. It's a good film, though. Good Halloween movie. I might watch that on Saturday. Just going to give myself a list of things to watch on Saturday. This is Dumbledore, obviously, from Harry Potter. Next one, Glinda from The Wizard of Oz. I don't know all the characters. I won't be able to give you all the characters' names. This is Jafar, Sorcerer in Aladdin. The Sea Witch, Ursula from The Little Mermaid. You got Little Mermaid, give yourself a point. You're not getting extra points if you got the characters' names. This is Sauron from Lord of the Rings. As you can tell, I'm a big book, TV show and movie nerd. And the next one, Bow Down, the original, Grand High Witch, Angelica Huston from The Witches. If you haven't seen this one, please, please, please go and watch it. It's just so good. I won't mention it next week, I promise. Halloween's over next week, so I won't be mentioning this movie, but, you know, go and give it a watch. She's amazing. The movie's amazing. Didn't need to be remade, but it has been. So there we are. And the next one, this is Excalibur. Merlin in Excalibur. I've never seen this movie. But yes, the character on screen is Merlin. The next one, this is the White Witch from the Chronicles of Narnia. Or the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Only give yourself 1 point though if you guess the Chronicles of Narnia or the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. 1 point only. And the next one, I'm afraid I don't know this character's name, and I've never seen the movie, but it's Big Trouble in Little China. So give yourself a point, tally up your points, tally them up with round 1, it'll make it easier for tallying them all up at the end. I need a drink. I've just noticed I haven't had a single sip of water since starting this. I mean, I've got lipstick on, so... I lost the hat. I poured water down myself. This went well. I knew I'd lose the hat at some point. There we go. I hope you guys really enjoy these quizzes. Because, you know, I just make a tool out of myself each week. It looks weird when I smile. Next, anyway. Get over it. Emoji Round, Horror Edition. I showed you some emojis. You need to guess the horror movies. Shall we get on with it? How well did you do? I know some people struggle with the Emoji Round. It always makes me giggle when people struggle with the Emoji Round. You can tell me in the comments how much you hate me putting emojis in here, but my quiz, so I do what I want to. And I'm in an exec chair now, so I can just move around as well. This first one, emoji number 1, back on track, Callum, please. This is obviously Bird Box. Oh, who does it have? Obviously, don't watch. If you're under 18, don't watch these. I think some of them are 16, some of them might be 12s. But I'm just going to say, generally, don't watch them if you're young. But Bird Box, it has such an underrated actress in. And every time I can't remember her name. So underrated, though. So underrated that I can't recall her name. It'll hit me at the end. No, sorry, it's gone. I can see her face and everything, but her name just won't come to me. But she's an amazing actress. And it's a good film. I watched it. I think I've watched it twice. First time you watch it, it's good. Like, it's scary. And then the second, as with most horrors that are supposed to have like jump scares in it, first time you watch it, it's scary, it's good. And then the second time you watch it, it's like, okay. Because you know what's coming up next. But here we are with emoji number 2. This is obviously Scream. If you got Scream, give yourself a point. Emoji number 3. Do you get this one? This dance, there's a dancer who's doing a little bit of a jig, and there's a saw. Jigsaw. I told you it was convoluted. I'm sorry. Sorry if you didn't get it, but it was Jigsaw. Doing a little bit of a jig. I should have done that in the question round. Anyway. Emoji number 4. This is obviously Silence of the Lambs. I've done Silence of the Lambs before in a quiz, but I have changed the emojis around. Emoji number 5. This is The Cabin in the Woods. Absolutely horrible horror movie. Like, just generally bad. Like, I quite like the ending, but the movie, oh god, it's appalling. Emoji number 6. I thought this was amazing. Did anyone get it? I hope some people got it. It's The Sixth Sense. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. Your 5 senses. The Sixth Sense. Eh? Well, I think it was good. Emoji number 7. This is Night of the Living Dead. Got Night of the Living Dead, give yourself a point. Emoji number 8. This is, I was just going to put like one of the gems on there, but I ended up putting 3. I don't know why, but here we are. And it's Parasite. If you got Parasite, give yourself a point. Emoji number 9. Do you know what this is? This is Child's Play. Got Child's Play, give yourself a point. That's a Chucky film. Funnily enough, my first horror film ever was The Bride of Chucky. And then The Seed of Chucky, which came like 2 years after. But yeah, my first ever proper horror film was The Bride of Chucky. Maybe hence why I ended up like this today. The next one is obviously American Psycho. Good film, more of a psychological horror than an actual horror. But there we are. American Psycho. That's all of the emojis. Tally up your scores from the previous rounds along with this round. I'll make it easier for adding them up at the end. I'm looking forward to taking this Halloween hat off. This witch's hat. Yes, I think I'll start watching Ratched tonight. Technically, yesterday for you guys, but tonight for me, I'm going to be watching Ratched. Here we are with round 4, and round 4 was Picture Round Celebrity Halloween Costume Edition. I showed you some pictures of celebrities in Halloween costumes. You just need to tell me who the celebrity was. Here we are with number 1. Rock star. This is obviously Mariah Carey. Have you got Mariah Carey? Give yourself a point. And number 2, I know this is a bit difficult because you can't really see her eyes, but this is Kendall Jenner. If you got Kendall Jenner, give yourself a point. This lady from, well, she's dressed up from the movie Clueless. This is Lupita Nyong'o. If you got Lupita Nyong'o, give yourself a point. I'm pretty sure this is the actress from the horror movie Us. That came out either last year or the year before. I was in London when the film came out, doing an audition. And afterwards, I had a lot of time before I needed to get the train back to Blackpool. So I went to the cinema and I watched Us. It might not even be the same actress, so in which case, never mind. But Us is a great horror film. It absolutely terrified me in the cinema. I haven't watched it since, and I don't want to watch it because it's a jump horror, but it's also a psychological horror. So the combination of them two, it was an experience. But yeah, if this is the same actress, then amazing work. This is obviously Harry Styles dressed up as Elton John. Oh, Harry Styles, give yourself a point. And Us, by the way, it is an 18 film, so if you're under 18, I'm sorry, but you're not allowed to watch it. This, Unicorn, more money than sense. Princess Beatrice. I mean, unicorn. I've dressed up like a unicorn before. And let me tell you, honey, I did not look like that. What? I want to do a RuPaul quote. Unicorn horn and a white wig? I don't think. For any RuPaul's Drag Race fans out there, you're welcome. This next one, believe it or not, this is Rita Ora dressed up as Post Malone. I know. I'm going to give you a few seconds to look at it. I still can't see Rita Ora's face in that. But yeah, it's Rita Ora. This next one, obviously, the wonderful Bette Midler. If you got Bette Midler, give yourself a point. This next one, do you know... Firstly, do you know who this person's dressed up as? The person that this person is dressed up as is Hillary Clinton. Next to her is someone dressed up like Hillary Clinton. Bill Clinton? Bill Clinton. Wow. Forgot his name. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. And this is Katy Perry dressed up like Hillary Clinton. You might remember like the face... What? She did a music video where she made herself older. So she looks like one of her characters from a music video. But she is dressed like Hillary Clinton. And her, I think, husband, I'm not sure if they're married, Orlando Bloom was dressed up as Bill Clinton. So there you go. This next one, my absolute queen, idol of music. Like, everyone can get out, leave shop, go home. Lady Gaga. If you haven't listened to her new album, by the way, everyone who's watched these quizzes for so long will know. I go on about Lady Gaga in most of them. But if you haven't heard her new album, Chromatica, give it a listen on Spotify or iTunes or YouTube, wherever you listen to music. Give it a listen to her new album. It's amazing. There we go. That's my little plug. This person, I love watching celebrities dress up. Like some of my favourite people, Patrick Stewart and his husband and their 2 kids, they usually do like family Halloween costumes. And I always look forward to seeing like celebrities in their Halloween costumes. This celebrity is my ultimate favourite celebrity to watch and see what they do for Halloween. As I say, I love people who go all out for Halloween. This, obviously, this lady is dressed as Jessica Rabbit, and it's Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum's also she's done so many different costumes, all of them amazing. She's also done like Fiona from Shrek, and another one she did the werewolf from the Michael Jackson video. Just type in Heidi Klum Halloween costume on Google Images and go and see some of these. Like, she did a makeup transformation video on her Instagram. It was amazing to see the process of her turning into Jessica Rabbit. And by the way, this is the last one of this round, so you can go and tally up all your scores. I'm just going to carry on talking about Heidi Klum and how amazing her Halloween costumes usually are. And it's such a shame this year, we're not getting to dress up, but if you still want to get them Instagram photos, there's no reason why you can't dress up at home and just celebrate Halloween. And if you don't celebrate Halloween, then, you don't have to celebrate it. And we're all inclusive here. But hopefully, even if you don't celebrate Halloween, you've enjoyed this quiz and you've been able to get some of the answers. But Halloween, as you may be able to tell, is one of my favourite times of the year. I won't be dressing up, but I will be watching horror films on Saturday. I just really want candy, but I'm not allowed to eat it. And you're not even allowed to go around trick-or-treating. You know what? Sacrifices we make, we'll be able to go trick-or-treating next year. Sacrifices, not being able to go trick-or-treating. Jeez. My priorities. Anyway, let's move on to round 5. On general knowledge. And the first 3 questions were evil. So if you guessed on the first 3 questions and you guessed wrong, you lose 5 points. That's if you're playing by my rules. Hopefully you are playing by my rules. But you know, if you don't want to play by my rules, whatever. Doesn't matter, I suppose. But yes, the first 3 questions were evil. So if you guessed and you guessed wrong, you're losing 5 points. So here we are with question 1. In the Friends episode, the one with the Halloween party, what memorable but not particularly spooky costume did Chandler wear? It was a pink bunny costume. If you got the pink bunny costume, give yourself a point. Question number 2. Ryan Murphy's unsettling... Oh, and also, if you guessed and you guessed wrong, take away 5 points. Don't think that I almost forgot to mention that. But now, I remembered. If you got this wrong, take 5 points off your score. Question 2. Ryan Murphy's unsettling Netflix series, Ratched, starring Sarah Paulson, is inspired by which classic 1962 novel? Did you win a point? Are you taking away 5 points? Do you know the answer? It was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. If you got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, then give yourself a point. Don't know why I'm talking like this, but the title of this book sounds incredibly posh. So, if you got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, then give yourself a point. Maybe my next career should be on radio. I've got the face for radio. Question 3. If you got that wrong, by the way, take away 5 points. Simples. Question 3, the last evil question. Which actor played the role of Hannibal Lecter on screen before Anthony Hopkins made it his own? And that was Brian Cox. If you got Brian Cox, give yourself a point. If you didn't get Brian Cox, take away 5 points. 15 points in total. I mean, how devastating would it be if you've only got 15 points this entire quiz and I've just taken them all away from you? Well, it's Halloween. I'm allowed to be mean. That's my scene. And it's green. Screw the radio presenter. I'm going to be a rapper next. That's my jam. I'm going to get down. Anyway, question 4. The evil mode is turned off, so you could guess on any of these. It doesn't matter. You're not going to lose any points from here on out. What vegetable was originally carved in to create a jack-o'-lantern before the pumpkin became the Halloween vegetable of choice? It was a turnip. My colleague was telling me the story of the jack-o'-lantern, and it's based on this kid who cheated death, and then when he did die, God didn't want him in heaven, and death wouldn't let him in hell, so he was sent on Earth with a lantern to roam the Earth forever. And then the superstition became that people started carving turnips to create jack-o'-lanterns. The guy's name was called Jack, so hence why jack-o'-lanterns. And then when, I can't remember what country it is, but when settlers started moving over to America, it started going around the world, and whatever country it was in, it was whatever vegetable was available. And in America, there was pumpkins, so that's why jack-o'-lanterns are pumpkins now. They were originally turnips, but because Halloween is such a big festivity in America, it's more traditional for pumpkins, especially in Western society. We recognise pumpkins as the Halloween vegetable, hence the jack-o'-lantern. So there you go. Do you feel like I've enriched your factual knowledge today? I hope so. Question 5. On which historical figure was Bram Stoker's Dracula said to have been based? It was Vlad the Impaler. Got Vlad the Impaler, give yourself a point. Question 6. Which famous magician died on Halloween? It was Harry Houdini. I'm pretty sure he died in the safe. They put him in a safe, tied it with chains, and then threw him in a river. It was a magic act. They weren't trying to kill him, but I'm pretty sure that's how he died, drowning. Question 7. What is the name of Hufflepuff House's patron ghost? It is Fat Friar. Have you got the Fat Friar? Give yourself a point. Question 8. Name the band that sang Pet Sematary, which originally belonged to the 1989 cult classic film of the same title. It is the Ramones. If you got the Ramones, give yourself a point. Does everyone... it's not a TikTok. It might be a TikTok, actually. Or maybe it's a Vine. The woman slapping her son. I'm not going to say the start of the like GIF meme. The meme. But he says something, and then his mother slaps him over the head, and she goes, "Ramon!" Anyone know that? Again, factual knowledge you really didn't need to know, but here I am. Question 9. What lyric comes next in Shakira's supernatural hit, "There's a she-wolf in the closet"? Open up and set it free. If you got open up and set it free, give yourself a point. Question 10, the last question of round 5 before we move on to the bonus question. What year was Rockwell's paranoid classic "Somebody's Watching Me" released? It was 1984. If you've got 1984, give yourself a point. 1984 is also a title of a dystopian novel by George Orwell. Not that I've read it. Need to read it. I'm pretty sure it's on... Have I got it there? No, it's not on my bookshelf, but I'm pretty sure I've got the book and I do need to read it. Apparently it's a brilliant book. But it's kind of... Isn't it kind of weird? If you don't know 1984, it's what Big Brother's set on, the TV show I'm inspired by. And it's this entity called Big Brother watching people. Somebody's Watching Me was released in 1984. There's got to be a correlation there. Anyway, hopefully you're tallying up your scores and you're not just listening to me. But, you know, I go on a tangent anyway. You probably just wanted to go to the bonus question, me to finish this quiz. But yeah, so weird. Somebody's Watching Me, 1984, where Big Brother watches everyone. Bonus question this week. Unscramble the anagram and find out the theme to next week's quiz. Emoting forever honeys. Emoting forever honeys. Did you get it? 3 words it was. This is worth 5 points. If you got the question right, you're getting 5 extra points to add on to your final score. And the answer is something for everyone. So, I said that the quiz is going to be changing a little bit, and I'm going to tell you the new changes. If you got something for everyone, congratulations, you've just won 5 points. Add it to your score. Make sure to put your final score in the comment section below so I can read it and see how well you did. And I'm just going to explain the what that means. Something for everyone. So each week we've had a theme, and the quiz has been all the quiz questions have been centered around a central theme. So this week, spooky season, all of the questions were based around Halloween. The previous weeks we've had things about TV shows, things about movies, wizards and witches, food. We've had so many different themes, and the entire quiz is set around that. So that is about to change. Starting now, each week, the quiz will not have a set theme. There will be set themed rounds instead. Either 2 or 3 rounds, and will be themed. But the entire quiz, I want to make sure that these quizzes, everyone can come and enjoy themselves and not have particular knowledge on a specific subject and still be able to join in. You know, not just reading one week that, oh, we're having a sports quiz next week, so people can't join in on that because some people might not know anything about sports, so they might not come back. And I want to make this as open as possible and enjoyable as possible for everyone. So starting now, we're just going to have like 2 or 3 themed rounds per quiz, and probably 2. And they could be anything, but how are we going to determine them? I hear you asking. Well, if you head over to the Students' Union website, www.studentsunionblackpool.co.uk, and click on the BB Quiz tab, there are themes. So it'll come up something like this. Not that my camera is going to focus in, but you know, there's where you usually watch the quiz, but underneath is a little poll. The Big Blackpool Quiz themed poll. This each week I will put different themes on there for you to go over and select which one you want to see at next week's quiz. And then that will determine the winner. The poll will close every Tuesday. No. Every Monday. It will close every Monday at 5 p.m. And then that will determine what theme we're going to have for 2 rounds for the quiz that week. So three of the quizzes, 3 of the rounds for each quiz will just be on anything. So everyone can join in. Just general knowledge based on anything, any type of general knowledge questions, or like picture rounds. It'll be different each week, but 2 rounds will be based on the theme that you on the theme that you select using the poll on the website. You don't need to sign in with your email address. All you have to do is click which one that you want as the theme for next week, and click send, and that comes straight through to me, and I can see which one you want me to put in the quiz for the following week. So the themes that are up for grab this week are based on movies/TV shows. So the themed rounds that you can select between are Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Hunger Games, and Twilight. So you can go and suggest between those themes, and then when the winner's announced, I'll know, and I will put that theme into next week's quiz for 2 of the rounds. That way, everyone can join in with the quiz each week, and there's not a specific theme. Really, for the majority of the quiz, everyone can join in, and we're welcoming more people to the quiz. So yes, that is the update to the quiz. I hope you're all happy with that. Obviously, if people aren't happy with that, then in a few weeks' time we might switch back. But we're on 21 episodes, guys. I really think that we can change things as and when, just to get more people involved and make it fun for everyone to watch and come back and join in every week. That being said, next week's quiz, something for everyone. I hope you will join us next week. My name's Callum Morley. I'll be back at Wednesday at 8 p.m. next week for our 22nd quiz. Make sure that you come and join us for that. But until then, enjoy the rest of your week. See you later.